Hey guys, I've been watching a couple of videos, and I came across one that I thought was interesting, and I thought that I'd do a response video too, and share my thoughts on this topic. The topic was skinny videos. If you see me looking over here to this side, it's because I wrote my list on my iPhone. Anyway, so that I don't forget and I don't get off track and make this very long. So let's start with number 10, and I'm going to work my way up to number 1. So number 10 is to run, to be able to run, period, at all. Currently, can't run. If somebody was coming after me with a knife, I wouldn't be running. I might fight before I ran, but I want to be able to run and to do it for pleasure. That also includes any other type of exercise. To be able to exercise with ease is essentially what number 10 is. Number 9 is to be able to sleep through the night without any back pain. To get a good 8 hours and not experience pain that drives me out of bed. Number 8 would be for intimacy, to be more comfortable. Like, ladies and gentlemen, if you are morbidly obese with me, you know that there are certain things that are just not possible, and it's not a topic that's talked about very much, but you know that there are challenges and there are workarounds, but there are challenges. To be able to share intimate moments without having to think about any of that stuff, it would be fabulous. Number 7 is to not worry when people are around me that someone will point out my weight. This is something that I don't talk about very often. It's an internal battle. But, situations like if I'm at a store or, yesterday, as an example, my sister and I walked into Lululemon just to take a look at their clothes. Both of us like their sweaters and jogging pants and stuff like that. And I swear the sales lady looked at us like, "You okay, lady? Girls, come on. You can't fit nothing in here. What are you doing here?" But there's an internal chatter going on with me that, oh, she's going to say something, oh, she's going to point it out, oh, she's going to, whatever. Anyway, so to not have that happen anymore would be fabulous. Number 6 is to be able to sit in a chair and pull my knees up to my chest. People put on their shoes. You see, skinny people put on the shoes. They just bring their knee up to their chest and then do up their shoe. I've never been able to do that. That I'm looking forward to. Also, to be able to sit cross-legged. I can sit with my legs crossed now, but not for very long, and very quickly I lose circulation to my feet and then they fall asleep, which is very uncomfortable. So to be able to do that would be fabulous. Number 5 is to be able to shop anywhere and find clothes that fit. And I think for most people, this is probably closer to number 1 than number 5. And to me, probably it's closer to number 1 than number 5, but whatever. Here it is on my list. Being able to shop, to be able to go into any store and buy something that I like that will fit me, and to not have to look at it and go, oh, that's not going to fit, forget it, and be forced into the moo-moo shop. Excuse me. To be forced into the moo-moo shop again. I can't wait for that to end. Number 4, not bumping into shit as I walk by it. Seemingly, I don't know my own corners, and oftentimes I bruise my arms on a regular basis just, turning a corner and walking into something that I knew was there. It's not like, absent-mindedly bumping into something because you didn't know it was there, like making my way around something and I'll bump into it. Like, I don't know my own corners. Number 3, huge one, fitting into any seat comfortably. I cannot wait for that. Last night, went to Swiss Chalet with my sister and my dad, and man, those booth seats are tight. I do fit in a booth seat, but it's not very comfortable, and there isn't much room to spare between me and the table, and that's very uncomfortable. That also extends to airplane seats, to I was talking about going on vacation. I've been at some resorts where the where the seats in the theater are a little tight, and it's just not comfortable. So that also extends to cars too. I've test driven and driven friends' cars and what have you, where there's not much space between me and the steering wheel, and that's not very comfortable. I have to be picky about what cars I drive because I'm short and my feet have to reach the pedals, but I also don't want the steering wheel on my stomach. Number 2, to be able to put on socks and shoes and breathe at the same time. I am fortunate enough to be able to put on my own socks and shoes. I know that there's a bunch of people who are not able to do that anymore and need assistance with that task. I can still do it on my own, but like I said earlier with number whatever it was, bringing your feet up to your chest, I do not put on my socks that way. I have to sit and put my leg up beside me and pull my socks and my shoes on that way. And I'd like to be able to just put them on with ease, again, without thinking about it. Number 1, and I cannot wait for this day. This will be one of my major NSVs. When I can lay in a bath and be covered from neck to toes in water with nothing sticking out. Man, I cannot wait for that. I actually recall being a child in the bathtub, before your feet reach the end and what have you, and how warm and comfortable it was to lay in a nice hot bath and be completely covered in water. As we stand right now, that does not happen. I go with all good intentions to get a nice hot bath. Normally it's because I'm freezing, for me, when I get cold to the bone, when you feel like you're just cold to the bone, I have to get in a hot shower or a hot bath in order to warm up. With all good intentions of getting a hot bath, my back will be hot, my sides will be hot, but my belly sticks out of the water at the top, so it just gets wet and cold. And then it's a turn over, and anyways, not here nor there. I cannot wait until I get in a bathtub and I'm submerged in water. So that's my number 1. For everybody else watching this, if you've got a list of your top 10 Skinny Fantasies, do a link to this video and share with we'll start a train of this Skinny Fantasy. For those of you who have already been through the process and are already at goal, by all means put on your what your Skinny Fantasies were, and hey, add an extra added bonus for those of us that are pre-op, and let us know about the things that maybe make a list of your Skinny Fantasies come true, and maybe some stuff that I'm not even thinking about, that when you got there went, oh, this is fabulous. I'd like to hear those too. So by all means, do a video response to this one and we'll get a train started. Talk to you guys all later. Bye.